Hello and welcome to the EEPROM 9. As a response to MSK's video, this is essentially my home office tour, or as it's known, the Leair. So first off we start with some lovely LED lighting. One of those is still halogen. So here we have where the IBM 5150 is currently living, where we have a pot of tools on top, more tools, a few pens, pencils, scissors, prick stick, usual sort of stuff, random tape player. In the drawers is stationary boring stuff and fun stuff, tools, projectors, that kind of stuff. Walls have various other interesting pictures and stuff on the wall, and Mr. Lego Man there needs to move to somewhere else. We have my cosy chair. We have my cupboard filled with wonderful things. You know, it's where the majority of my tools and what's not are. You know, all that good stuff. You know, it's probably tidier than Mum's. Now here we have my cubby holes, which has hi-fi, more tools, soldering station, 2 bench multimeters, my desoldering station. Always need equipment like that close hand. My monitor, which is linked to my Linux box. We also have a few little random odds and ends like this just laying around. You know, a random lens off projector. We have my main desktop system, which has all your usual stuff. External hard drive sits on there, another external hard drive with 2 Lego men. Part of the graduation, that was. My KVM with my Arduino sitting on top of it. That's so I can dynamically switch the keyboard and mouse to the Linux box, which lives under there. There it is. It's not currently on. Power supply, which I've bolted to the bottom of my desk because it's, trust me, when you do my kind of stuff, you need a power supply that you can easily access without having to pull one in here out. My Kovac the killer calculator, Nixie tube. More random odds and ends, bits of halogen light because everyone needs them just chilling there, sold or real. Monitor, then this is another drawer filled with random crap. There's 2 of my Geiger counters, there's my UV light, there's an Arduino. There's also my packaging knife in there. We got my windowsill, which has things like the Millennium Dome. I can't remember exactly what plane it is, but it's my favourite one to fly on Sturmovik LNO2. A homemade boat, which was not made by me, it was got on holiday. A Polish fridge magnet thing. The only magnetic thing I have is the computer. 3 of my beam robots I built, and a thermometer so I know the temperature outside. Bed, I'm sure you can guess what happens in beds. Little teddy that I got for my graduation. Good old Museum of Communism with 2 of the IBM 5150s card. Another card is here for the 5150, so yes, there's bits of the 5150 dotted around. Down here we have where my main Hubsan X4 lives, and a new one that I've picked up recently, the little mini one. Awesome. Geiger counter's currently out, sitting on the floor, being played with. And is there one of? Oh, I think, yeah, I know what that is. And going to the end of the bed, there's my work clothes because I was at work today. We have basically where all the consoles and stuff are. So we have the BBC Micro, Raspberry Pi sitting on top. That's my hacking Pi. That's for reverse engineering. Hence it's got the custom thing on that I built. We got more stuff to do with the Raspberry Pis here. Controller for my PS3 that I'm probably going to turn into a Linux box because I don't know what else to do with it. Some more bits to do with the 5150. That should really be sitting in there. 1960s radio. Got that restored. Picture of the last dog, Raffles, he was known as. Poor bugger. We have a nice Cruella de Vil car. Television, which is actually a monitor TV, so it's got lots of lovely ports. There's the rat's nest. PlayStation 2 games, there's the Mega Drives behind there, games are behind there. Also DVDs, which I think I have roughly about that much in DVDs. I'm not a huge film watcher. This is where 360 games go all the way back here. We've got some Raspberry Pi, DOS and Cisco books. We also have Acorn Electron and PS1 games. And this is where we start getting into storage books, and where the suitcase thing is for the Geiger counter. We have my Atari ST under here. My blanket's fallen down here. And look, I didn't need to get socks out my drawer today. We have VHS Mega Drive and a few of my Husky Hunters. We have the 360 shelf, which did have the PS3 on it up until recently. We have the N64, PS2 and PS1 shelf. We also have the random vintage computer shelves. Yes, there's another Husky Hunter. That will be a reoccurring theme. And also the classic Cato PV700. Then we have up here, there's my old school class back when I was in year 11. Focus, goddamn you. I don't have much card time to do this. But here we have my card reader, which is now used as a clock. The intensified camera, that's from Germany. The Walker from Red Faction Gorilla. Penny arcade thing, Caveman, the Pac-Man one's in the cover. Old hat. A shell from World War I, or at least a detonation mechanism. Another shell. Gas mask, walkie-talkie from the 70s. Then we get down here, more Huskies, that's the original DVW one. Lots of aircraft equipment, none of these are radioactive. Then we get down to the vintage computers, more Husky Hunters, 3 more of them. Well, that's a Hawk, and that's an original DVW. Then we have Electron, Spectrum and HX20. Commodore Amiga 500 with external disk drive, which is completely buggered, and this little barcode reader thing. And that is a quick little tour of the office. Oh yeah, there's an external drive for the ST. I got back in school, I found it, so I've had that for quite a few years. And here's my LED lighting. Wonderful stuff it is, nice and bright. And yeah, and my Pac-Man here is also a money box. A few other people around the retro community have things like the Pac-Man money boxes and the Space Invaders one as well. That seems